Good evening, welcome to the first match of the night for us, or at least for me. It will be NEXT.kz versus Extreme 3D, and it is a match for the Dreamhack online qualifier number 3. And when I say number 3, it means that it is the last online qualifier, the last chance for these teams to make it to Dreamhack Winter 2012. We have got ourselves a match between, like I said, NEXT.kz, Extreme 3D. And we're going to see only one match between these two teams because it is a best out of one tournament. 64 teams participating, and the finals will be played best out of 3. It's the only match that is best out of 3. And yeah, for the rest it's all best out of 1. So one chance for these two teams, and let's see what they're going to use to try and take this win home and go on to the next round. This is, by the way, a round number 2 match, if I'm correct. There are 6 rounds in total, but like I said, before the game started, there are brackets floating around in the chat somewhere, so I'm sure you can find out which round it is and how much more these teams have to go, and of course which other teams are participating as well. But this game, let's focus on this game first. We've got an Undying ban out, as well as a Bed Rider, a Darkseer, and a Bounty Hunter, with the Templar Assassin being the first one to be picked up. Normally we see her banned out a lot, and I'm sure a lot of you people have watched DK vs LGD today, because those were 3 amazing matches. With game number 2, a Templar Assassin on the side of DK, it just showed why the Templar Assassin has been banned out so much, because once she has a good start and starts getting out of control, it is out of control for the team that is on the opposite side. You cannot do anything solid against that. But we're gonna see them try anyway. They don't have the Bed Rider, they ban it out themselves. Bed Rider is of course considered a counter towards the Templar Assassin, but at the same time they pick up the Jakiro, the most solid support over the last couple of days. They pick up the Rubik, a hero that indeed also we have seen banned and picked up very early over the last week since the patch. Actually, since he got into the meta game, or since he got released I should say. Released into captain's mode. But a very strong hero, and the thing about a hero is of course also because you don't know if it is gonna be a game where Rubik is gonna be playing support or where Rubik is gonna be playing a solo mid lane. He could cover both of those posts pretty well, and even against a Templar Assassin he should be able to at least stay alive until she's level 6. He might not be able to win the lane all that convincingly, but he will be able to get levels, and like I said, he will be able, should be able, let's put it that way, should be able to stay alive. And we have got a strong dual lane picked up by NEXT.kz. It's gonna be Leshrac and the Chaos Knight, and we all know how that lane can be very strong with that stun from the Chaos Knight. If it's more than 1 second, Leshrac's Split Earth will follow up on that flawlessly, and then there's an Edict and there's a Reality Rift. There's really no easy way out of that one unless you are maybe a Windrunner or a very tanky hero. So we might see Extreme 3D pick up a long lane solo that can withstand that combination. I mean, you kind of have a choice here. So they could be still running a tri lane or a dual lane with those two, but at least you know that combination is there. So are you gonna counter it with picking up your own strong combination, with trying to counter aggression with aggression, or are you just gonna say, you know what, we're not gonna win that lane, so we're just gonna put a Windrunner slash Beastmaster slash Puck, so a long lane solo hero there, and make sure he at least doesn't die. Tries to steal as much experience as possible, but just give up on that lane entirely and get our advantages at a different lane. That is their decision right now. That is what they have to decide, and that is what their next pick is going to be working towards as well. I mean, with the picks that they have now, they really have not given anything away. Well, NEXT.kz, they have, and that is going to be a Queen of Pain there for Extreme 3D, and that is probably the solo mid hero for them, with the long lane still open as well is the Farmer. That's going to be combined with the Jakiro there. And with the Farmer I mean like a carry hero, and has to be able to withstand the Chaos Knight. Because NEXT.kz's lineup is very, very dangerous mid-game. Like Chaos Knight when he's level 8, Templar Assassin when she's level 6/7, both of those can start going around killing stuff. And a hero that I would like to see getting picked up by NEXT.kz, but there's still a lot of chance that he is going to get picked out, is the Wisp. If you have a Wisp, Leshrac, Chaos Knight tri lane, I mean, you don't necessarily need someone in the jungle, especially not if your opponent doesn't have one either, and it doesn't look like they're going one, assuming that Rubik probably will be playing a support role here. But then we will have a very interesting tri lane, and that is gonna be all the more dangerous for Extreme 3D. And I'm really curious about their picks, what their last two picks are gonna be, because they need something very strong to deal with these two heroes. They need something that can withstand it. Maybe they themselves want to go for a tiny wisp and just put Rubik as a solo offlane. Yeah, Rubik can be a solo lane. Solo mid Rubik, Queen of Pain offlane, and then a tri lane with Jakiro Wisp Tiny. Could be the possibility. But we'll find out soon. Lone Druid is gonna get banned out. We also had a Brood Mother, a Chen, and a Klinx and a Tide Hunter being banned out. Of course, Extreme 3D knows that NEXT.kz is still missing one long lane solo. And they ban out two long lane solos they don't want to have to deal with. And I don't blame them either. I mean, Klinx is one of those heroes. I mean, if you put Klinx together with the lineup of NEXT.kz, it will be even more aggression. And they don't want that. They have to deal with enough aggression already. And they don't want to get a Ravage in their faces either. And apparently don't want to pick it up themselves. And last ban is going to come out from Extreme 3D. And it will be a Wisp, unfortunately for me. Because I would have liked to see a Wisp. But no Wisp here. It's going to be banned out by Extreme 3D, which is a bit of a shame, but hey, we'll live, I guess. And now NEXT.kz gonna reveal if they're gonna still want a jungle hero. Of course, there's still an Enigma and an Enchantress in the pool, two heroes that are very solid in that jungle. And of course, NEXT.kz is on the Radiant side, so even if they have a tri lane on the bottom lane, they will be able to have a semi-jungle hero with just a support pulling the creeps into the jungle the whole time and getting his farm there. And leaving Leshrac and Chaos Knight to be dealing with the bottom lane by themselves, as in trying to get that kill going, trying to catch someone out of position. So they could still pick up a support here, but they could also just go for a jungle hero. That is like a lot of possibilities for them. I mean, the only thing they have to do is make sure they live long enough until they get the levels. I mean, Templars and Chaos Knight both very level dependent, Chaos Knight a bit more, and there's indeed the Enigma, so having a dual lane and a hero in the jungle. And team fight as well, so interesting to see there. Sorry. Wow, voice is doing just fine, I hope. Extreme 3D, what are you gonna do to answer to this? I mean, their chances for someone in the jungle are still there, but then they would have to solo Rubik and Queen of Pain off lane, and I don't really think they want to do that. I think they want to go for a strong tri lane and get their advantage on the lane that way. Maybe even put it against the Chaos Knight Leshrac, but don't know. Both Rubik and Jakiro, however, both are great on the tri lane if you are having a hero, or if you're versus the Chaos Knight Leshrac and they want to initiate on someone. If they initiate on the Rubik, there will be an Ice Path. If they initiate on the Jakiro, there will be a Telekinesis. So there is some counter gank here from Extreme 3D. And what do they want to pick up? Which carry? I mean, Faceless Void is maybe one. Sven, I would like to see that one maybe too. A lot of heroes are still in that could be picked up here. But if you want to counter that Chaos Knight, I mean, they need a bit more disable. I mean, yeah, they have the slow from the Queen of Pain, they have the Telekinesis, and they have the Jakiro with the Ice Path. We don't know yet which carry they're gonna pick up. They're gonna do the thing that I said earlier. If you're up versus a strong dual lane, just let it go, put a Windrunner on the lane, let her try to get as much experience as possible, and other than that, just don't die. So they're gonna try to get their advantages elsewhere. Last pickup incoming from NEXT.kz, as they need a long lane solo. In theory, of course, Enigma could be that role. Of course, a hero that can just deny creeps on the lane with his conversion and just make sure that lane stays around his tower. But I do think he's gonna be going in a jungle, and there's still a lot of solo long lane heroes in the pool. They could even go for Nature's Prophet if they want to go really aggressive. Oh wow, this is not what I was expecting. Shadow Shaman, a hero that we have lately been seen as a support mostly. But this might look like Enigma still going on a long lane solo, and Leshrac, Chaos Knight, Shadow Shaman lane. Or maybe should I be hoping for a Shadow Shaman solo lane somewhere? I like to see Shadow Shaman, and I'm sure a lot of people have good memories to Shadow Shamans being solo mid played by people like Vigos and stuff like that. That is just making for amazing active play. I say it in active, is aggressive play. I should say aggressive play. Last pickup for Extreme 3D, and they don't have that much time to think about this. They have 5 seconds left into their bonus time. They need their carry. It's that simple. And it's gonna be a life stealer. A hero that I think is actually a very good pick. Of course, he has his rage, so no disable from NEXT.kz, and they have a lot of disable, so that's really good. And his ultimate at the highest level is actually better than a 5-second BKB, so very strong there indeed. But the problem is with lifestealer also, if he does get disabled, he is very squishy because he needs to attack to be able to stay alive. That's basically his story. Let's see who's playing what. Oh, look at me. Failing with the camera speed. And Death Prophet still the announcer, as we are still in the Halloween map. Let's see who's playing what for Extreme 3D. We have Captain Planet playing the Windrunner. We have Wirt playing the Lifestealer. Ice is going to be playing the Jakiro. We see ZPT going on the Queen of Pain. And we have Scony playing the Rubik. And I just got 2 shoutouts, one for each team. I'm a happy person right now. Shout out to the mom, shout out to, whoa, there's a lot of names. Shout out to the whole Slovenian community. Well, that's worth giving a shout out. You can't give shout outs to your own teammates, can you? Oh well. Oh well, let's jump ourselves over to NEXT.kz. See who's playing there. We have Rise again playing the Chaos Knight. We're gonna see NEXT.kz 9. It's gonna be playing the Leshrac. Vader is gonna be playing the Templar Assassin. Ballas will be playing the Shadow Shaman. And we have one playing the Enigma. And of course, once again, this match is a round number 2 match for the Dreamhack online qualifiers. The last one to be held, so number 3. The last chance for these teams to be making it to Dreamhack Winter 2012. As a player, that is. Of course, you can still go, but then you might not be able to play, because then you'll just be an observer, like myself. As I'll be there as an observer. But let's see how they're gonna lane. Looks like TA is gonna be soloing mid, and indeed it's gonna be Shadow Shaman mid. Oh, I like this a lot. I like this a lot. Aggressive lane on the top lane then, with the Chaos Knight and Leshrac, and Enigma is standing here and actually looking to be going maybe. I'm expecting him to be going into the jungle, but he has picked up so many consumables that he might be actually going on a long lane solo, leaving for a Shadow Shaman to go bottom and help out that TA, and then a dual lane mid. Okay, well, I'm disappointed again. That went fast, didn't it? Oh well. Oh well. Like I said, they didn't need to have a jungle hero because the opponents don't have it either. We're gonna have Jakiro and Lifestealer and Rubik playing on the top lane, tri-lane. As expected, it's gonna be the Windrunner moving towards the bottom lane. Already picked up some wards. We'll be able to at least not get ganked or not be caught unaware without a smoke, that is. Queen of Pain, of course, in the mid lane, and up versus a Chaos Knight and Leshrac. So this is indeed aggressive dual lane coming out here, and she is already gonna get harassed by Leshrac a lot, and already gonna get a stun in her face, and then 1 second stun to follow up, and has to blink away, and that is just how fast it can go. If that was a 2-second stun, that could have ended a lot worse for him. And now it's already eating tangos, and she will burn through her region very fast. And we have to really keep an eye on this lane, because, like I said, that's how far it can go. Windrunner already placing some wards. Indeed, also blocking the creeps camp. It was Shadow Shaman that picks up the first rune. It was an invisibility rune. I don't think they can go in on her, but maybe he's gonna try. Maybe throw some harassment. He's still in range for the shackle if he wants to try that out. If he wants to spam some mana. It's actually, actually still gets it. There's the melt damage as well. This could turn into first blood. No, there's the Windrun, and that is Windrunner safely out of there. And again, these dual lanes from NEXT.kz, again, that is how fast it can go. Both lanes now already showing what they can be doing. Top lane, of course, for Extreme 3D. I mean, Enigma by himself can't do that much, so that's not going to be the one that's going to be getting first blood, or should not be getting the first blood, let's put it this way. And it is going to be the tri-lane that should be trying to get something out of this. Otherwise, they might as well send some people to the mid lane, to the bottom lane to help out. As long as Lifestealer is going to get free farm. Oh, open wounds, actually, they want to try to go first. Where's the telekinesis? There it is. Gonna get stunned back. Here comes the nice path as well. More right clicks to go. Is it gonna be enough though? He's gonna try to hide into the jungle. It's gonna... Ooh, Rubik. is actually the first blood. Rubik goes down. Enigma still drops to the lifestealer, but Rubik was the first blood. Enigma getting the first kill. I just said Rubik is not gonna get any kills, or should not, but that tower is just hurting so much. Extreme 3D already overextending. They are gonna be getting some damage on this tower already, but that is just very unfortunate for them, as the Rubik, he didn't have a salve anymore, couldn't do anything there, and Enigma just, well, he hit him once, so he gets the last hit for that one. And the Eidolons, of course, helping out as well, doing a lot of damage, should not be underestimated. And it was enough. It was enough to take him down. It was 1 for 1, of course, but that's definitely not bad if you're a solo long lane Enigma and you get first blood but die for it. Hey, that's worth it, even though you get it on the support. And Lifestealer, of course, was the person that picked up the gold from that second kill. But as I said, nothing to be ashamed of. The Shadow Shaman is going to continue to harass Windrunner out of the lane. She did manage to pick up some experience, but it will be hard for her from here on out, as Vader is just going to continue free farming here. And I don't think that Windrunner should be dying anytime soon. She has, of course, still got that Windrun, and she knows that the Shadow Shaman is there. She has wards, she can see him. The thing that I'm more worried about is the Queen of Pain. It's level 4 right now, which is, of course, the upside of being versus a dual lane here. Well, when you are staying in experience range, you're gonna get more experience than your opponents are, but as you just saw, as soon as you see people running towards you, one stun, 1 second too long, and it might be all over for this Queen of Pain. Her advantage in the levels might be shut down completely, and she, of course, is not getting really any last hits. She's 7 for 1 right now, with Chaos Knight being 20 for 4. But as long as she can stay in experience range and not die, emphasis on not dying, it's not that bad. Of course, there's 2 lanes where NEXT.kz is farming quite freely, middle and bottom, with 24 to 13. Wait a second, the Shrek gonna be putting an ice path. Stun still hits on the Queen of Pain. Is it gonna be enough though? Fatebolt going through, and Rubik picks up the kill. Nice gank incoming from the Rubik, and nice on his Jakiro. And no ward on that side for the Radiant side, and of course the Enigma doesn't really know when stuff is gone missing, because he's not really keeping an eye on that. They could be just stacking constantly, and he might not know anything about it. So Leshrac going down there, first kill, second kill going off for Extreme 3D. But as I said, there's 2 heroes farming a lot on the side of NEXT.kz, with only 1 farming nicely on the Extreme 3D, which is a lifestealer. 2 seconds stun here. No Leshrac this time, no blink away can just be there, and no reality rift to be done either, because otherwise he might have been too far out of in range of that tower, with no real creep wave to continue tanking them up. Not ideal at all, as Chaos Knight finds himself an Invis rune, but doesn't really care about that. He's just going to continue to last it by the looks of it. He just wants the bottle charges, that's all. Lifestealer level 5, picked up some power threads already. Like I said, has been doing a good job. No Hand of Midas yet. Curious to see if he's still going to go for that. In the meantime, we see Ballas rotating towards mid lane, looking for a kill on the Queen of Pain. I mean, all you need is 1 shackle and then a good stun, follow up some Red Strike. There's so much disable in Queen of Pain. Yeah, you have a blink, but that's not really going to be doing anything. What you could also do is try to force out a blink from here, making sure she blinks to here, and then just have Shadow Shaman standing right here to shackle, and that will be the end of her life also, if there's gonna be a dive, of course, from Chaos Knight. And there could be a dive right now. Here comes Shadow Shaman actually gonna come in from the side. Is there gonna be a shackle? There is gonna be a shackle. Reality of Rift back in. Leshrac stun to follow up, and that is a clear and easy kill. Shadow Shaman picking up the kill, and it's Rubik that TP back in. Queen of Pain buying back. But they cannot get this Chaos Knight anymore. He is too fast with his boots, with his horse. And it is Fatal still goes through. At least they get that much, and they are waiting for the 2nd-minute rune, which actually was indeed on the side of the Chaos Knight. Lucky for him, he got himself an illusion rune. So more bottle charges for him, as now 3 heroes here in the mid lane, with Jakiro also rotating here, hoping to do something against this Queen of Pain, with Lifestealer being left alone, because he can do just fine by himself. As soon as Enigma comes out too far, they will be in open wounds, and Enigma cannot do anything against that. And if Enigma wants to go on him, he can just jump inside a creep and he'll be fine as well. So, in the meantime, oh, there was another stun, or was there? It was just a reality rift. This is a stun though, 2 seconds. Fadebolt's going through. Jakiro and Rubik saving the day. Leshrac stun not hitting. Jakiro still wants to do something. Telekinesis there. Ice Path as well. Is Leshrac gonna go down again? Stick charges might help him out, but it doesn't look to be enough. Or is it? No, it's not. Queen of Pain picking up the kill. It's gonna pay for that with her life though, with a 3-second stun. One more hit needed to go down, and down she goes. Chaos Knight picking up the kill with an Ice Path still landing on the Chaos Knight, but nobody to follow up on. And that will be 1-for-1 with a Leshrac for Queen of Pain in favor of NEXT.kz picking up the carry, in return for only a support Leshrac. And Shadow Shaman, of course, was back on the bottom lane to see if Windrunner made the mistake to come in range of this one. But now he's gonna TP top, gonna help killing off the Lifestealer, perhaps turns Lifestealer into his chicken. There is the Malefice. There is the Rage. No Rage! Leshrac incoming as well, and the stun hits, and the kill is done. Lifestealer diving too far. Nice supports outcoming to save their Enigma. And successfully so. And that disable, like I said, as soon as Lifestealer is disabled, well, it's the end of him. And it was just a bit too greedy. A known factor. If you fight next to the enemy's tower, you always have to be ready for others to TP in. Leshrac stun hits on 2, nice job. I don't think he knew that it actually hit on 2, because he stunned from the low ground, but still nice regardless. Anything that you can do is good right there. As we take a look at the gold graphs, going in favor of NEXT.kz, no real surprise there, as they're winning 2 out of the 3 lanes, with Extreme 3D only really winning 1 lane. I say winning even though Lifestealer died, because Lifestealer still getting just so much farm that it's dying is just, as they say, merely a setback. And we're actually gonna switch to net worth with all these skills happening. TA actually highest on net worth, because she hasn't stopped farming. She hasn't left her farm yet. She's been getting all the last hits, 57 for 27, so large amount of last hits and denies, especially for the Templar Assassin. As Windrunner not been able to get any closer yet, even though she is level 4, so did manage to pick up something. We have in the middle lane smoke up for Extreme 3D, and they're gonna try to catch someone out. There is a invisibility sentry ward here. They're gonna find Ballas as the first one. There's a telekinesis, Fadebolt, stun, Ether Shock still goes off, but it's not enough, and actually the power shot for the Windrunner trying to help out, but she did not get an assist for that even. And that was a quick smoke from them, as I'm seeming to have lost the Chaos Knight. Oh, he's gone to top, and he actually picked up the kill on the Lifestealer just now. And this is definitely the end of the farming era for the Lifestealer. Has to find some other place to farm, especially if this Chaos Knight is going to stick around here to try and get his farm here. And Enigma now being level 7, so having that black hole up, might be trying to look for some more fights, some more kills. Templar Assassin in the meantime, pushing the top, pushing the lane, and managed to get some damage on the tier 1 as well as the Shadow Shaman. Are you level 6 yet? No, level 5. So as soon as he's level 6, I'm expecting him to be roaming around a bit more, and, well, even though he's roaming around a lot now as well, but I mean, roaming around and also trying to go for those tower kills, as we have a Hex up on the Jakiro. Leshrac stun hits on 2 again. Is there going to be more lightning going through as well? Telekinesis on Leshrac. And there is a scream, Ice Path, Sonic Wave, and it is Leshrac that goes down. Shackle still up on the Queen of Pain, but Windrunner comes in. Here comes the TA as well. She has got a Blink Dagger. She managed to pick up some heroes, but it is also the Shadow Shaman that goes down. The Rubik that goes down. 2 for 2 right now as Windrunner gets picked up. The solo long lane marking this fight in favor of the Radiant team. They lost 2 supports, Leshrac as well as the Shadow Shaman. But that is worth it if you pick up 3 heroes in return, and especially if the Templar Assassin managed to get 2 assists for that. It's a shame she didn't get those kills herself, but look at that net worth difference. It is quite insane. It is almost, it's 1.6k gold. That's a lot of gold for only 11 minutes in to be ahead of your opponent, and this is really dangerous right now. Templar Assassins, we've seen them a lot. We've seen them, wait a second, we've seen them killing off a tier 1 tower here, and Queen of Pain wants revenge, blinks after the Enigma. He still has his black hole. If he could get a good one off with 4 heroes here, it doesn't look like it's going to be happening. 5 heroes here actually for the Dire team. They really didn't want to lose their tier 1 tower. Still did a lot of roaming around to try and defend something that's no longer there actually. And they're gonna try to roam towards the bottom lane as TA is gonna try to pick up this tower, and she can. Nobody defending it. Fortification not up. And I got the gold for that as well. Let's see what she's gonna go for. This is a very farm Templar Assassin. And what I wanted to say earlier is that Templar Assassins, when they don't need that much. Like, they need boots, face boots preferably, and they need a blink dagger, and then they can jump around and own the map. And that stack won't happen because there's another ward here, but she doesn't know that yet. But this Templar Assassin is more than just having a decent farm. She's having a great time, and she is so high up on that net worth. But actually, I think something is in a donkey for some teams because this dollar right looks a bit out of place. But also the Chaos Knight on 5k, with of course the tower going down, making a big difference. This is painful. Again, Chaos Knight, same story. He doesn't need that much. He needs his levels, and he has the levels. And he has got boots, he's got drums. Is a happy camper for sure. And Lifestealer, highest up on the dire side, is still not completed his armlet, 12 minutes in, and even though he had great farm at the start, he got picked off twice. And this is starting to look a bit bad for Extreme 3D. They could try to still get back on top of that horse with the Lifestealer, but they need to be really careful about not getting picked off. The kills are still fairly even, that's not the problem right here. This is the problem. Almost 7,500 gold in favor of NEXT.kz. Experience graph 5,000 in favor of NEXT.kz, and that is just because of the lanes they were having. Because of the kills that they have been doing, even though there's only 2 kills difference. There's been a lot more roaming around coming off from Extreme 3D, making sure that the supports of course lost their farm, and supports on a trial lane normally already don't get that many levels. Let's take a look at this one. We see the supports of the Dire team are, oh wait a second, Lifestealer, Shackle, Hex, the Shrek stun again, and a Ether Shock to finish the job. And that was Lifestealer not even having time to rage, so that was perma-stunned, perma-hexed, could not do anything. And that is what I said, if you're gonna get disabled as a Lifestealer, you're pretty much worthless because you cannot attack, and you need to attack to stay alive. You need to pop your rage to be able to not get hexed, not get shackled, not get stunned. But no time to do that in this case. Hastrun will be picked up by the Chaos Knight, even a more fast horse than he already was. But yeah, what I wanted to say is that you see the support of the Dire side, they're all very low level. Level 5 for 2, level 7 for someone else, for the Windrunner, which actually not a support, but tried to of course keep his head high on that bottom lane, where he was solo against a Shadow Shaman and a TA. But it is Radiant side that already has a level 6 support, already has a level 7 support, and even their solo mid lane is the same level as the solo mid of the Dire team. And that is a pretty painful blow for them. TP support incoming on the top lane. Reality Rift in, 2 seconds stone, landing on the Rubik, who's still level 5. Openwood's Black Hole catches 3. Windrunner TP's into the Black Hole. It's a Lifestealer that goes down. It's a Windrunner that goes down. Nice Path still goes down. Nice Breath as well. But the Haste Rune on the Chaos Knight and should be enough, is enough. The Shrek getting the last kill, last hit, and that is 4 down for 0, and they will also get this tower, and they might even try to continue going on to the next tower with this guy, the only one being left alive. And I say alive, but can you actually call this alive? Because she has to back off instantly. It was the TA that wasn't able to get the kill on that one. If she just decided to stop chasing that because of the blink, or if she just gave up and decided to farm instead, as in, you know what, not worth it, I'd rather farm, could be. But it is 4 heroes down on the top lane, with 1 dropping very low on the bottom lane, and 2 towers going down on the top lane in favor of NEXT.kz, leaving Extreme 3D having only 2 towers left, 2 tier 2 towers left on the side of them, and NEXT.kz of course wanting to take those down rather sooner than later. We have got a BKB being built up by the Chaos Knight. We have got Enigma finishing up his mechanism, actually just done, nice job. We have Shadow Shaman also picking up a Ogre Club. Of course, what we normally see from Shadow Shamans that are aggressive is a BKB and a Blink Dagger, and he might actually be trying to go for that same build purely because of the amount of gold that he has been getting so far in this game, because it's definitely not been bad. He is even almost at the same level as a solo mid Queen of Pain. Indeed, not looking bad at all. Only 1k behind the Lifestealer on net worth for the support Shadow Shaman. Lifestealer, who doesn't have his armlet complete just yet, who's died now 4 times, has been in only 1 kill so far that he managed to pick up himself, of course, on an Enigma at the start of the game, and has now gone on to the jungle. And if Extreme 3D still wants to take this, wait a second, Jakiro in some trouble. Reality Rip back in. Leshrac still not hitting. Fadebot's going through. Power Shot as well. Telekinesis and Sonic Wave. Leshrac is in trouble. And actually Queen of Pain picking up the last hit. Nice Shackle on the Shadow Shaman. Malefisto on the Windrunner, who gets turned into a chicken as well as Queen of Pain finds balance. Might be able to pick him up or not. 38 HP left. Open wounds upon the Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight getting eaten up here by a Lifestealer who popped his rage, but is already over. And here comes the TA. 2-shotting the Rubik. 3-shotting, no Shackle. Nice one. 4 seconds stun though upon the Lifestealer. Lifestealer will drop here or eats himself out, but still goes down to the Shadow Shaman who stuck around on 20 HP. Either Shock doing the job. 3 seconds stun on Jakiro. One more hit. Bam, you're dead. Unstoppable on this Chaos Knight right now, and they will be getting this tower, and they might even try to dive it. Vader definitely wants to do it. Melt damage doesn't hit because there is a wind run there, but that is a couple of quick kills going for NEXT.kz, and even though they were at the back foot at some parts of the fight, it was not enough to shut them down. And even Shadow Shaman sticking around on solo life, able to throw that last hit on the Shadow Shaman, or on the Lifestealer. Nice job for him, but he is now going to go back to base to heal up. In the meantime, tier 2 tower, of course, like I said, getting pressured here, might be taken down, but here comes the support already to defend it. 4 heroes in this middle lane here. 5 now. 4, I can't count because this one's going bottom. And they are defending their tier 2, and they will be able to continue to do so as the rotation for NEXT.kz is on, and they want to try to maybe pick up something bottom, or of course Vader can just think, you know what, I'm done playing with you guys. I'm going to continue farming on this bottom lane because it's brought me so much. Lifestealer here though, of course, also wanting to still farm. It's the hope and dreams of Extreme 3D. If they can get this Lifestealer farmed up and can continue to push NEXT.kz out, then they will still have a chance. Melf is there. There's the rage. Will try to get away, but it only lasts for so long. Open wounds on Enigma. He turns around, wanted to throw out a black hole, but can't do it. Ice Path, and that is gonna be a kill on the Enigma as Lifestealer goes down to the TA. Necropire being laid down. Fadebolt going through, or Lightning going through rather. We have an Ice Path up on the Templar Assassin, but who he's still gonna try to pick up some heroes. Lightning going through again. Queen of Pain going down to the TA, bites back though, and is gonna be trying to make a difference still in this fight as TA is gonna try to run away, pops herself inside the meld as the rest of her team is already no longer there. She picks up the Rubik. She wants to go 3-on-1. She might be getting the Queen of Pain again. No, blink away, Shackle, Sonic Wave, and I get the Templar Assassin. Nice job there. Worth the buyback with picking up the dominating streak. 4 heroes going down on the side of NEXT.kz. A fight that Extreme 3D definitely needed. Even though important thing to note is that Chaos Knight was not in that fight. In Extreme 3D, they were all there. Every single one of their heroes. It was a 5-on-4 fight. NEXT.kz lost that fight. Not able to split push. Not able to get anything else out of that one apart from, of course, Queen of Pain and her buyback, which is actually not that bad, considering the amount of gold that she still needs for some decent items. And she actually is gonna go for Yule Scepter, almost got it complete as well, and she's gonna try to maybe pick up this Enigma. Nah, she's just gonna continue farming here. She needs that farm also. I don't think Extreme 3D is gonna, or should be trying to pick up some fights anytime soon. I mean, they really have to focus on getting their farm, getting their items up, and the core items also, of course, on that Lifestealer who still hasn't managed to finish his armlet. Double damage rune to Chaos Knight just passing through. It's gonna be fine. His BKB is complete. Also 700 gold in the bank. We have Manta Style completed on the Templar Assassin. The Shadow Shaman still building towards his BKB. Let's see what Leshrac is building. We don't really know that. He's of course the hero on NEXT.kz that has been dying most. He's died 5 times out of the 11 kills that Extreme 3D has done so far. So that's quite a lot, but at least it's not being done on the carries, I guess. If you can sacrifice yourself for the greater good as Leshrac, then it's definitely worth it. In the meantime, on the dire side, we have the armlet finally completed up on the Lifestealer, with Jakiro going for the boots and the wand and just wards. And being a good old supporter, we have got a rotation into the bottom lane. Invisibility rune up on the Chaos Knight. Aggressive ward already placed, seeing if they can find someone. So far though, nobody just yet. And there we have Jakiro, blink in, and Jakiro already dead, 4 seconds stun, open wounds though, is it gonna be doing something? Bala's gonna go down here, Windrunner picking up the last hit, BKB activated by the Chaos Knight, looking for a target, the Reality Rift in the Lifestealer. There is also gonna be a 4-second stun, and that's 2 4-second stuns in a row, as Enigma looking for a black hole, maybe now no longer has the mana, does have stick charges though, nice shackle. And it is gonna be the Queen of Pain that still goes down, not able to pick up the Templar Assassin in return. Rubik goes down as well. Chaos Knight thinking about going up on that Windrunner, but not able to do so. Windrunner staying alive. But that is, again, 4 kills. This time on the side of Extreme 3D, with NEXT.kz actually only losing the Shadow Shaman. And that's, again, not really a big sacrifice to make. And there's going to be a tier 2 tower, last one standing on the side of Extreme 3D, gonna drop here. And the creeps are going to be cleared out as well, and we see Extreme 3D, this is a problem. If you are forced back inside your base and you cannot farm anymore and you need farm to be able to survive, then that is a problem. Lifestealer trying to get some farm in this mid lane, but his freedom to farm is diminished by a lot, even though they do have a ward here up on the high ground. That's basically all the vision that they have. Another ward just disappeared, but that's all the vision that they can have, and that means also all the farm that they can have is around that area, and of course delays when they are pushed out. And TA picking up a Mythra Hammer, so might be going for a Desolator still, as she finds Lifestealer, just gonna let him walk, of course, because that rage is still there, and not really a point to go on him, and it might even be bait, so very risky for him to do that. But I guess he feels ballsy enough to try to do something there. As Roshan is going to be taken down. Enigma opened the battle, but it's Chaos Knight that's going to tank it up, and I don't think that Extreme 3D can do anything against this right now, as I need some drinks for my voice while we watch Roshan drop very fast. So he actually goes down faster than expected. Queen of Pain finished up her Yules. So that's an item up on that side, but is it enough? I don't think so. Not for now anyway. She needs more. She needs way more. Look at the difference in net worth. Of course, there are 6 towers down on the side of Extreme 3D, all going towards NEXT.kz. But this is a major difference. With even the long lane, off lane having more than the solo mid and the carry of the Dire team. Ice Path latches on 2. There's a trap coming from the side. Leshrac stun latches on 2 again. Lightning going through, actually drops him down very low. Here comes the Reality Rift in 3 seconds stun. Black Hole catches 3. Is there going to be enough damage? I think there is. Ether Shock going down. Rubik, Jakiro and Windrunner. All 3 targets in that Black Hole going down, as well as a Lifestealer now dropping as well. The only one left alive is the Queen of Pain, who was able to blink away. Is in her fountain. Cannot hide anywhere else right now. Cannot stop this from happening. No heroes down. No heroes down on the side of NEXT.kz, as we have Lifestealer asking for support but not getting it apparently. And then NEXT.kz rotating down to the next tier 3 tower, as I have very little hope for Extreme 3D to still be getting back into this game. 4 seconds start on Queen of Pain. This Chaos Knight though, like, apart from of course it being a game going towards NEXT.kz regardless, but getting all those 4 seconds stun, Lightning going through, Enigma actually picking up the last hit on that Rubik, as Lifestealer Ruby dropping here as well. Doesn't know where to go and who to go on anymore. Another 4 second stun because he can. Leshrac stealing his kill with his right click. That is amazing. 4 heroes down once more on the side of Extreme 3D, as the tower still getting picked off. No GG just called, but I think that this is the GG. And we will say already that this is, /was, a game for the Dreamhack Online Qualifier number 3. Ooh, Blinkin. Reality Rift. Jakiro lands an Ice Path, but he's gonna pay for that one with his life. He gets picked off one by one. Queen of Pain now back alive as well. But what can she hope to accomplish here? Reality Rift in. Sonic Wave does latch, but she gets turned into a chicken, and, you know, that 4 was the 4 second stun that was put on by the TK, who's been getting 4 second stun a lot. Open wound, rage going off, but not doing that much. Templar Assassin sitting around, baiting something. Open wounds on Enigma. Power shot going down there as well, with the Ghost Scepter activated, doing some extra damage. Ice Path lands on the Enigma. They might be able to kill him off. Or will they? Macropire there as well. Here comes the TA though, and that is the Windrunner going down. Is it gonna be more? Yes, it's the Lifestealer going down as well, as the Courier drops. And the GG now has been called. So it will be NEXT.kz that will be advancing onto the next round of this Dreamhack Online Qualifier number 3. With a very one-sided game. No, yeah, well, from minute 5 or so, from minute 10, maybe. There were some kills at first for Extreme 3D, but as soon as NEXT.kz got into that mid-game where they were supposed to own with their heroes, they did not disappoint. The Templar Assassin as well as the Chaos Knight, of course, both dominating, both being very farmed. And having the supports to support that stuff. Which is of course what supports do. Anyway, today is both the Dreamhack Online Qualifiers number 3 as well as the 4PL Cup number 14, and I'm gonna try to cover some matches from both tournaments. The brackets from both tournaments can be found in the chat somewhere. I will link them again later on. Otherwise, you can go to my website if you are to go to the Who Cast What post on the forums. You can see the brackets for both as well. And there goes the throne, exploding as it should. But I will try to catch both tournaments, as I said. I will also try to cast both finals of both tournaments. We'll see if I can manage to do that. And we'll continue to look for the better games for the tournaments, of course. So stay tuned for more Dota 2 action. I'm gonna be casting Dota 2 until either the finals or until there's no more games left for either of these. Just the entire night, so basically. Anyway, or until I drop or something. I don't know. If my internet dies, God forbid. Anyway, never mind. Rambling on. Let's jump ourselves into another game of Dota 2. This was round number 2 match for the Dreamhack Online Qualifier number 3 with NEXT.kz advancing to round number 3 to still try to get that spot to Dreamhack Winter 2012. Stay tuned for more Dota coming up.